Jeremy Boring. My name is Evan James. I'd like to pitch an idea to you. I don't know how to get a hold of you very well, so I'm going to put myself out there on social media. I've been making some YouTube videos explaining a little bit about my thoughts, who I am, and what I stand for. What I want to do is make a channel like none other that you have had thus far. Everything you've had thus far, as far as channels with the Daily Wire, has been talk. Nobody has actually gotten off their rear and led by example. This past weekend I was in Nashville, where the Daily Wire is from. And I walked the streets asking people what their thoughts of a traditional man was. Asking their opinion if I were to do a channel that was to teach and lead by example, whether they would think that to be a positive or negative thing. Everybody seemed to be for it. I threw out the question quite often, what is a traditional man? Not a biological male, not a biological female, but an actual traditional conservative man. And if somebody was to actually get off their rear end and teach, physically lead by example, would that be a positive? Everybody was saying positive things. Even people who were sitting there going, I'm not a traditional person. Not me personally, them, that they weren't a traditional person. They were saying how that is so brave that I would want to do that because I would be putting myself way out there. Nobody has the balls to do that. You and the Daily Wire are the only ones that I believe would have what it would take to back me. Currently, as it would stand, if I were to try and do this alone, I'm going to run risk of losing everything I have. But if that's what it takes to lead by example, and that's the only way people genuinely learn. You can sit there and run your mouth all day. But like Matt Walsh, till he actually got out there and did something, has there genuinely been a change till somebody put action to words? No. I would like the opportunity to lead by example. My idea is to break the entire week down. Monday, learn something. Teach, whether it's art, food stuff, going over fast food things, not just my opinion of what tastes best, but to give health and nutritional facts. Which one's going to be better for you? Do a knockout. Okay, today we'll do Chick-fil-A and Cane's chicken. Which one's going to be healthier? Which chicken is the better quality chicken meat that is used? Cooking. Candace Owen has had the problem of her babysitters don't even know how to make mac and cheese. What's wrong with the world when you can't even cook a pot of noodles? You have, what is it, Good Rancher or whatever, the meat that sponsors Brett Cooper. Why not teach people how every Monday have at least one video teaching with a beef, a pork, a chicken, something meat-wise from them, an actual recipe, something how to actually cook the meat. What would that hurt? What would Good Rancher look at that and frown upon? Hey, you're actually teaching people how to cook our stuff instead of just saying, oh, it's good. Anybody can say something's good, but if you're not actually showing, hey, I stand by this, this is how I make these meals, now you try it. Now you're interacting more so with the fans and followers that way. Learning things. Okay, how many people out there in this day and age know how to change their own oil? Do little automotive stuff, art things. You go to an art place to teach you how to pour paint on a canvas. I want you to go and do the breakdown, math-wise, how much it would cost to do a couple canvases worth of pouring some paint on there. And then I want you to go and ask Brett Cooper to go through her fan mail. There is a cross that is 3-dimensional and it's about that thick off of the canvas. I have been offered, when I asked an art teacher to criticize it, I was offered $2.5 grand for that art piece. It cost less than $75 for me to make that. How much do you think an art studio place teaching you how to do that would have charged? Hundreds of dollars. You go to an art studio, they're going to charge you retarded prices for things that we could literally do a little YouTube episode. Hey, this is how we do this. Hey, this is how you do this in art. And you would learn and be able to teach these younger generations how to get out there and actually do something with their hands. And we could have everything through a conservative, traditional point of view. And yes, I would also like on Sundays to have a designated purpose for God, to keep people rooted in Christianity, Catholicism, something along those lines. I would love to have Dr. Jordan Peterson chime in from time to time on there. But we'll get to Sundays here in a minute. Tuesdays, because I don't want it just to be me, I would love to have a male and female aspect. Tuesdays, let's see if Brett Cooper would be willing to jump on board with this. Because if you stop and you look at what she does now with the comment section, I challenge anybody and everybody at the Daily Wire to tell me how the comment section literally allows Brett to be any more valued than what a 5 to 12-year-old child would be valued at doing YouTubing. Literally, she's just looking at social media and then reads comments and then gives her opinion. Every so often she's giving actual facts, but mostly it's just her opinion and reading what everybody else says. How is that amounting to any more than what a 5 to 12-year-old can do? Oh, she'll play video games from time. What child doesn't play video games? In some of those video games she played, there are children more skilled in those games because that's what they do for fun all the time. How is she getting out there teaching, hey, go touch grass, by actually leading by example, going and actually doing it with her channel? Most of what it is just talk. So it's not leading by example at that point. How much more do you think she would be able to connect with her viewers if she was physically getting out there leading? She could teach people, hey, how to ride a horse. This is the basics of riding a horse. This is the general idea of what you got to do to get a horse ready. I'm a McCoy hillbilly descendant. I'm a backwoods boy. And even I don't genuinely know how to prep a horse to go riding. The closest I've ever done was I rode a horse, but I never did it, saddled it up or anything. And that was once. I don't know any of that, but I know other things that most people don't know. I know construction stuff. I know how to do any home renovations. Go and watch my other videos that I have posted. Every last thing I've talked about, I'm willing to put my money where my mouth is. And this offer, by the end of this, I guarantee you, you will not find anybody that's going to be able to make a better offer than this. But Tuesdays, if Brett wants to come on board with this, she can do the equivalent to the comment section still. Not just a man's point of view on this channel, but also the females. And with social media basis, you could have both points of view. Because currently, Brett keeps harping on, hey, why do guys not want to actually wifey up? Why do they want to wait for the next? We're not waiting for the next. We're not. What we are literally doing is waiting for proof that the female is going to truly value us, truly commit. She did an entire episode on how guys wait for the next, which is completely inaccurate and wrong. She goes through her fan mail and she sees the art project I sent with a 6-page letter. One of the things that I dispute is that entire video she posted. You don't believe me? Go ask her to go through her fan mail and hand you the letter. And then come make a video in response to this and tell me how I'm wrong about any of it. Wednesdays, exercise stuff. Mind, body, soul. Those are the 3 things that somebody who would be a traditionally valued male would generally aim for, paying attention to. So Wednesdays, do different exercise stuff. Test different gym equipment. And then, hey, with doing this stuff, okay, hey, we're testing different things. Now on the, on the Daily Wire homepage, have a special section for the raffle giveaways. The only way you can know what the code word is for the different stuff would be, hey, you go watch this YouTube channel, then you're sent to the Daily Wire homepage where you would have to be a member, and then you can enter for the giveaway using the special code word of the month for whatever category or day it is, whatever, however you would want to do it. Now, okay, we're testing a Bowflex weight system. Give one away. Don't just say, oh, take my word for it, it's good. Go spend your money and try it. No, we're going to give one away for free. Now you're incentivizing people even more so on going and signing up for the Daily Wire. That's extra incentive right there. Congratulations. You just now have another way thrown your direction for the Daily Wire to grow. Thursdays, have another pretty much version of the comment section again. So Tuesdays and Wednesdays are talk days. Social media and news update. Fridays, from a conservative, traditional point of view, in my opinion, Fridays would be family days. Movies, video games, card games, board games, review them. Just go on, do a small review on that kind of stuff and be like, hey, is this something that would be a family value game? Is this something that the children can play? Is this something that we could do as a group activity? On a scale of 1 to 10, how much joy is it? On a scale of 1 to 10, how sexualized is this game? Is this something that's going to teach the children how to be more creative? Is it going to teach them how to use book smarts better? What does the game provide? There's so many different levels that you can look at with just those couple different categories. And with everything I've gone over, how many extra sponsors is that? Okay, you're doing home remodeling stuff. Hey, how do you fix a hole in the wall? Hey, congratulations, that's a Home Depot project. Home Depot now will sponsor. Oh, art projects. Now you've got Michael's, the art store, that would look at sponsoring. Oh, how to do stuff with swapping out a sink and putting in a new sink that's upgraded that's new and improved compared to your regular, ordinary, everyday sinks. Again, you've got Home Depot, you've got so many different things. If your woman, let me ask you this. If you had your woman come up to you right now, Jeremy, and say, hey, I want the bedroom painted. I want you to upgrade it, elevate it, make it look nice. Okay, do you know how to come in and take all the carpeting out, put down a dark stained oak looking floor, and then come along the walls and do a two-tone different color step with a trim work going through the center all the way around the room? Put up some crown work at the top, and where your ceiling light fixture or fan would be. Do you know how to do one teeny tiny little thing that will automatically increase the brightness of the way that the light is reflected off of the ceiling? As your ceiling would come across, you do a down step for the crowning right there. Do you know how to do any of that? Do you know how many people have no clue how to do a fraction of what I just said? From the age of 8 to 19, I did apprenticeship work on a professional level, home remodeling and construction. At this point, I can literally do everything from groundbreaking to the last shingle on the rooftop and everything in between. I don't mess with electric very much because me and electricity don't get along very well, but yet I've figured out how to make an electric car 80% self-sustaining. Who knows, maybe you could help me out with figuring out the best way to get that patents pushed through. You think I wouldn't be willing to work with the Daily Wire if you guys helped me on that? You think I wouldn't throw a portion of the royalties your all's way? One teeny tiny little thing. And it's right there in front of everybody's faces, but nobody has seen it. And it wasn't till I literally took a step back away from everything that I actually seen it. And when I saw it, I was like, how has nobody found that out yet? Simple, easy patent. Except the only problem is I don't know the best avenues for patents. Maybe you guys would be willing to work with me on that as well, which would be a huge chunk of change that would be able to come your all's way if somebody like Elon Musk was willing to pick up using the patent. Saturdays, test different clothing styles and apparel. See what would be the best and most likely brand-wise for, hey, this would fall under conservative values, traditional values, not something that's going to have a huge long cut down it to make people look point blank slutty. Actual traditional conservative values. You've got apparel, different colognes and perfumes. Point blank, you have a female and a male doing this. I spray something, I might like the smell of it. Your average female might not think that it's a great fragrance. Hey, now that's extra different types of sponsors right there. And on top of that, if you're doing giveaways, hey, oh, we've got this perfume, this cologne, this is what we're giving away. Go enter for the giveaway with this promo code. Now you've got a whole another category of people wanting to go sign up for the Daily Wire. So right there, that's at least 7 different types of audiences that would be drawn to the Daily Wire. And then Sundays is the weekly devotional. You don't see any channels or anybody that genuinely pushes for a weekly devotional. When I was in Nashville and I was asking everybody, hey, what in your opinion makes a traditional man? what would a traditional man's values be? The only political standpoint that anybody stated was conservative, and every last person always said, in some way, fashion, or form, root it in God. Whether it's point blank Christian, Baptist, Catholic. I had one person say Jew, root it in Judaism. I'm pretty sure he was a Jew. Nothing wrong with that. But, I mean, still, one way or another, root it in God. By having a weekly devotional, it will continue to push for being rooted in traditional conservative values. Because if roughly 100 people all agreed that that's what a traditional man would be, what do you have to lose from this? Seriously. I'm going to make an offer that is insane. And I know that this offer could cripple me if you decide to just be a prick. I know this can cripple me. If you wanted to fire me in spite, just to be spiteful, you could destroy my entire life, and I'm well aware of it. But I'm willing to stand by this proposal. I want a contract written up. If you're willing to work with me on this, I want a contract written up. If you want to fire me from the time I start to 6 months out, anytime in you, all the way up to the last freaking day, the last couple minutes, you say, hey, you know what, you're fired. Last couple minutes before the time's up. Every last thing I have been paid via the Daily Wire and through this contract, every last penny, I will have to pay back. That's how firmly I believe that this is a good idea, that we will be able to genuinely teach and push to get back on what America was founded on. To get all our young men to actually learn how to be men again and not have to be afraid. The videos I have made and posted on here, Jeremy, my life will never be the same once they start going viral. I have most likely destroyed so many opportunities and chances of me ever getting into a real relationship again. I have put so much out there on the line, explaining who I am, what kind of man I am. And all of this is literally merely a tryout for an interview. But I believe so heavily in what I am doing that I'm willing to risk it all. Now, I wish I had the footage where I was in Nashville and I actually went around and recorded some of the individuals that I had talked to. Unfortunately, I don't have anything to help back me up on that. I'm one man trying to do all this by himself. And I've searched my car. The reason I was up all night and all day trying to get all these videos recorded again, post it, is because I only had one video that I had uploaded to YouTube while I was in Nashville. The rest of them were all on an SD card. My SD card's gone. I don't know what happened to it. It's vanished. I lost it. So I have almost 100 people that I had willing to say, yeah, this is what I would believe a traditional man is. Would I watch that kind of channel? Yeah, I'd watch that. I don't have the means to show that. But if you want me to come down to Nashville, you give me a camera guy. Me and him, we'll walk the streets of Nashville till I become so sunburned from this walking around that I end up looking more red than Larry the Lobster. I'll ask however many people you want me to ask. I'll have however many people it takes to sign a petition. You want me to do it just to have the opportunity to work with you all? I'll do it. Plus, on top of that, I'll even do y'all an extra courtesy. I'll go through anytime any of the channels are getting ready to make a post, I'll go watch them and double check and make sure nobody's screwing up. Nobody's slipping up and letting anything slide. Go watch all my videos. One of them, it's my second YouTube video that I posted, points out exactly where multiple times on the comment channel there has been major slip-ups, including the slander of a sponsor. One of your all sponsors has the right to pull all sponsorships from you guys. All because of an accidental misslip of words. I want to say the name of it is Black Forester Supplements. Go watch my other videos. If you guys don't want to do it, you don't want to contact me by the 7th, then on the 7th I will try and do this on my own. Will I be risking everything I've got? Yeah. But somebody has to let their balls drop to teach these younger generations. And the fact that everybody is so scared to put action to words, it's beyond pathetic. So I look forward to hearing from you all. I'm going to do everything I can to make it to where you guys will be able to see these videos. And ladies and gentlemen, if you do not work with the Daily Wire, but you're watching this, please like, comment, share. You know somebody that does work with the Daily Wire or in contact with any of the people that are faces of the Daily Wire, send this video to them. Because this is an opportunity that Jeremy, if he passes up on, he's a fool. Because I'm literally telling him that if he doesn't like me for whatever reason, just because of the way my hair is one day, or if he just wants to be spiteful, he will get every single penny back that I will get paid. He has nothing to lose and everything to gain. I'm the one risking every single thing. Please make sure that he sees this. Thank you.